Have you ever worried that one day you might need help with the simplest tasks, like rising from your favorite armchair or walking to the mailbox? You're not alone. Most older adults say losing independence is their biggest concern. I'm Dr. Mark, and in this video, I'll share 8 revealing signs that prove you're still on track for a long, active life. Stick around to learn practical steps for protecting your mobility, boosting your energy, and staying mentally sharp well beyond your 60s and 70s. If at any point this resonates with you, please consider liking this video or subscribing to Golden Heart Advice for regular senior wellness tips. And don't forget to comment below with your thoughts or experiences, because community support matters. Ready to begin? Let's jump into sign number 1, standing up from a chair with no hands. One of the simplest ways to tell if you are maintaining good strength and mobility is by testing how easily you can stand up from a chair. When your legs, core, and balance work together, you can rise smoothly without needing your hands to push off the armrests. This ability points to solid lower body muscles, which are vital for reducing the risk of falls. According to health experts, strong leg muscles also help with staying active in everyday tasks like gardening or carrying groceries. Imagine Linda from Michigan. She once found herself bracing heavily on the chair arms to get up, worried she might be losing her independence. After a few weeks of gentle exercises at home, she noticed steady improvement. Each day she would practice sitting on a sturdy chair and standing up slowly while keeping her hands in her lap. She progressed at her own pace, focusing on proper posture and smooth movement. In time, she felt more confident getting out of her recliner or dining chair without any assistance. If you feel uncertain or have existing knee or hip challenges, consider speaking to a doctor or physical therapist before trying new routines. Simple adjustments like partial squats can make a big difference in how strong and secure you feel. Keeping your leg and core muscles engaged is one of the best ways to prevent falls and injury. The next time you sit down, take a moment to see how easily you can rise. If you can pop up without arm support, you are already doing better than you may realize. Now that we have covered the importance of lower body strength, let us look at the second sign, which focuses on walking speed and overall endurance. Walking is one of the most accessible forms of exercise, yet many people gradually slow down as they get older. A brisk walking pace reflects good heart health, steady lung capacity, and reliable muscle endurance. It also helps with weight management and boosts your overall mood. Studies have shown that older adults who maintain a lively walking speed tend to have fewer limitations later in life. Picture James from California. He is 72 and still enjoys covering a few blocks at a decent pace each morning. He notices that friends his age often take very slow walks or avoid them altogether. Some of them begin breathing heavily after just a short distance. James decided to track his steps with a simple pedometer on his phone. He gradually added a few more steps every week until he became comfortable with 20 or 30 minutes of brisk walking daily. If you are unsure of your walking speed, try timing how far you can go in 10 minutes. Or pick a familiar route around your neighborhood and see if you can finish it a little faster each time. Proper footwear and a steady surface are important, especially if you have knee or ankle concerns. You can also add walking poles for support if you feel unsteady. Strengthening your legs and improving cardiovascular fitness does not require running a marathon. Consistency matters more than intensity. Think about whether you often feel winded after just a block of walking. If you do, it may be time to add short, regular walks into your routine. When you challenge yourself gently but consistently, your body adapts and becomes stronger. Once you feel good about your walking speed, you might be curious about our next sign, which has a lot to do with balance. Maintaining balance is essential for preventing falls and encouraging confidence in daily life. Being able to stand on one foot for 10 seconds or more is a simple but powerful test of balance. This skill draws on vision, inner ear function, and your sense of where your body is in space. Many people do not notice balance issues until they start stumbling or lacking confidence on stairs. Deborah from Florida, who is 68, decided to join a gentle yoga class at her local senior center. Every session includes a pose that requires standing on one foot, which she does near a wall for safety. Over time, she mastered the tree pose for more than 10 seconds. She felt a real boost in her stability, not just in class, but also when doing chores around the house. You can test yourself by standing near a sturdy counter. Lift 1 foot an inch or two off the ground and see how long you can hold this position. If you can stay steady for 10 seconds, you are in good shape. If you tip over in a second or two, that is a sign you might need more practice. Short daily sessions can make a difference. Even shifting weight from one foot to the other in a controlled way can help your balance. These small efforts build confidence and protect you from potential falls. Balance training keeps you active and independent, whether you are going up and down the stairs, walking on uneven ground, or simply getting out of bed in the morning. Now that we have seen how crucial balance can be, let us look at the next skill that involves getting down to floor level. It might seem basic, but the ability to lower yourself to the floor and stand up again can reveal a lot about your overall mobility and strength. Knees, hips, core muscles, and flexibility all come into play. Many older adults start avoiding any activity that involves the floor because they fear they cannot get back up safely. Over time, that avoidance can lead to a decline in strength and confidence, making the transition to standing even harder. Robert from Texas noticed that he struggled while planting flowers in his garden. He found it difficult to kneel for weeding or to get back up without leaning heavily on something. After a few months of targeted exercises that included simple kneeling lunges and gentle stretches, he regained enough leg and core strength to kneel and rise with much less strain. He also used a soft cushion to protect his knees. If you want to test yourself, always do so in a safe environment. Stand near a bed or a steady piece of furniture that you can grab if needed. Lower yourself to one knee, then the other, and see if you can carefully push back up without pulling on anything. If that feels too challenging, you can build up to it over time by strengthening your thighs, hips, and core. Light squats and slow lunges can help, as can basic stretches to keep joints mobile. Being able to perform this movement means you can reach items on the floor or play with grandchildren without fear of being stuck. Once you feel more confident in getting down and back up, it is a good sign that your body is still flexible and capable. The next area we will explore is about carrying weights in daily life. Tasks like carrying groceries are part of everyday living and can reveal a great deal about your upper body, strength, grip, and stamina. When you can lift a few grocery bags from the car or supermarket without feeling your arms burn, you know you are holding on to an important measure of independence. Carol from Chicago, who is 70, remembers her surprise when she could no longer manage multiple bags the way she used to. She started doing short, light weightlifting sessions at home, lifting bottled water or using small dumbbells. Over the course of a few months, she found it easier to bring her bags up the steps to her home while feeling more secure in her grip. This improved confidence made her feel younger and more self-reliant. If you notice your arms get tired after carrying a single bag of groceries, it may be a sign that you need to strengthen your upper body. Simple routines at home can make a significant difference. Grip exercises, such as squeezing a stress ball or a handheld gripper, help keep hands and wrists in shape. Short sets with light weights can do the same for arms and shoulders. Distributing weight evenly rather than putting everything in one arm also protects you from overexertion. Being able to lift and carry daily items without hesitation is more than a convenience. It is a key step toward living independently and avoiding unnecessary strain or injury. Next, we will move on to an ability that many people abandon once stairs start feeling daunting. Stair climbing may feel like a mini workout, but it is actually a clear measure of your cardiovascular and muscular health. Going up a flight of steps without taking a break demands steady breathing, leg strength, and a healthy heart. Doctors often view stair climbing as a quick snapshot of overall fitness, especially as heart disease remains a top concern for older adults. John from New York is 68. He used to take the elevator in his apartment building all the time. When he realized he was out of breath after climbing just half a flight of stairs, he decided it was time for a change. He started by climbing a few steps at a slow pace, resting when needed. Over a couple of weeks, he felt more confident and needed fewer breaks. Some health sources note that climbing stairs regularly may offer a similar or greater workout benefit than walking on flat ground, making it a convenient way to build endurance. If you feel winded after just a few steps, do not be discouraged. Start at your own pace and consider using a handrail if you have balance concerns. Keep track of your breathing. If it becomes too labored, pause and recover for a moment. The more you do this, the better your lungs and muscles adapt. Regular stair climbing, done safely, can contribute to better heart health and overall stamina. Climbing stairs comfortably is a powerful sign that your body still has the agility and cardiovascular capacity it needs. Now that we have looked at physical abilities, let us shift our focus to a mental skill that is equally important: memory. Staying mentally sharp is as crucial as staying physically active. One sign of good cognitive health is the ability to recall recent chats, names, or appointments. Funky memory lapses can happen to anyone, but consistent forgetfulness can hint at deeper issues. Keeping your mind engaged through reading, puzzles, or social activities can help preserve your independence and sense of control. Susan, who is 74 and lives in Florida, started going to her local library to meet a book club and do crosswords. These tasks keep her brain challenged, and she is proud to remember every detail from her weekly discussions. She also pays attention to her hearing because missing parts of conversations can lead to misunderstandings or the impression of forgetting. That small step makes a big difference in maintaining clear communication. If you occasionally find yourself blanking on a word or a name, it is not always a red flag. However, if you struggle to remember events from the previous day or frequently repeat the same questions, it might be wise to consult a trusted healthcare provider. Simple techniques such as writing things down or using reminder apps on a smartphone can also reduce stress. Protecting your cognitive well-being often involves staying active socially. Engaging with friends, volunteering in the community, and learning new skills can all strengthen the brain. When you can recall ideas, conversations, and experiences without difficulty, it is a reassuring sign that your mind can keep up with your active body. The final sign is one that many overlook, yet it underpins nearly every aspect of health: getting enough quality sleep. Sleep is not just about passing the night. It is the body's time to rejuvenate cells, maintain healthy hormone levels, and solidify new memories. Waking up refreshed indicates that you are enjoying deeper stages of rest, which supports your immune system and encourages better brain function throughout the day. People who chronically miss out on quality sleep often find themselves dealing with fatigue, irritability, and a higher risk of various health concerns. Stephen, who is 69 and lives in Seattle, used to wake up multiple times overnight and felt sluggish in the morning. He made small adjustments, like turning off the TV earlier and avoiding coffee in the late afternoon. He even went for a sleep study to rule out any underlying issues. Within a few weeks, he noticed a big difference in his energy level upon waking. Getting good rest can start with simple nighttime routines, like setting a consistent bedtime or making sure the room is cool and dark. If you suspect deeper problems like restless legs or sleep apnea, consider talking to a doctor or specialist. Sleep disruptions can sometimes be a sign of broader health issues. If you find yourself waking up groggy or restless, it might be time to re-examine your evening habits. Good sleep sets the stage for everything else you do in the day. When your nights are restful, you have the energy to keep your mind sharp, your legs and arms strong, and your heart healthy. Now that we have explored each of the 8 signs, we will move to a short conclusion and final thoughts on how to keep building a vibrant life after 60. We have looked at 8 signals that point to a healthy and active future, from strong legs and good balance to a clear memory and a solid night's rest. If you have even some of these indicators, you are doing better than many people your age. And if you discovered areas where you need extra focus, like building up your endurance for stair climbing or improving your memory, take it as a positive step toward taking control of your health. Consistency can work wonders even when the changes seem small at first. Always remember that age is not just about the numbers. Your daily actions, habits, and mindset matter most in maintaining a vibrant life. If you found this video helpful, consider liking or subscribing to our channel, Golden Heart Advice, for more senior wellness tips. Feel free to share this content with friends who might benefit from a friendly reminder that it is never too late to safeguard your health and independence. Let us continue supporting each other in living life to the fullest.